They didn't come in peace. They came in fire. From the void, ships like mountains descended, blotting out the sun. Our satellites went dark first, then the cities. Panic was a tidal wave, but beneath it, something else stirred. An ancient defiance. We weren't ready for them, but we weren't going to break. Not easily. Their weapons were beyond comprehension, tearing through steel and stone like paper. Their ground forces, relentless, alien, seemed unstoppable. The world held its breath. Every nation, every creed, faced the same enemy. The lines we drew between ourselves vanished in the face of the lines they drew in our soil. It was us against them. The initial days were a slaughter. We lost millions. Cities became tombs. Hope flickered, a dying ember in the ashes of civilization. But embers can reignite. They underestimated us. They saw a fractured species, ripe for conquest. They didn't see the fire in our veins, the stubborn refusal to yield. Scientists worked miracles in underground bunkers. Engineers repurposed old tech, building weapons from scrap, finding weaknesses where none seemed to exist. Soldiers, civilians, everyone became a fighter. We learned their patterns, their tactics. We adapted. We evolved. The hunted became the hunters. Small victories began to appear. A downed scout ship, a repelled ground assault, each one a spark, fanning the flames of resistance across the globe. The enemy felt our bite. Confusion rippled through their ranks. They expected submission, not this ferocious, unyielding counterattack. Humanity was a cornered animal. We hit them where they were weakest. Not with overwhelming force, but with cunning and desperation. Guerrilla tactics, suicide runs, anything to inflict a cost. Pilots flew outdated jets against their advanced craft, using terrain and sheer nerve to gain an edge. Tanks, relics of old wars, became mobile death traps for their ground troops. The fighting was brutal, hand to hand in the ruins of our homes. We used everything: rifles, knives, even our bare hands. For every inch of ground, a price was paid in blood. Their technology was superior, but our will was unbreakable. We fought for our families, for our history, for the simple right to exist on our own planet. The enemy's confidence wavered. They had never faced resistance like this, a species that refused to surrender, even when facing annihilation. It was baffling to them. A breakthrough, a captured alien device, reverse-engineered under impossible pressure. It wasn't a superweapon, but it was a key. A way to disrupt their communications, their coordination. The global resistance synchronized, a single, massive push. From every continent, every hidden base, we struck simultaneously. It was chaos, but it was our chaos. The skies above major cities became battlegrounds. Ships clashed, energy weapons lanced through the darkness. The ground war intensified, a desperate struggle for survival. We were outnumbered, outgunned, but we fought with the fury of a species pushed to the brink. Every soldier, every civilian fighter knew this might be their last stand. The enemy faltered. Their coordinated assault broke down. They were vulnerable, exposed. And humanity, battered but unbowed, seized the moment. We pushed them back, inch by agonizing inch. The cost was immense. The world was scarred, our population decimated. But we were still here. Their main fleet retreated, licking its wounds. They hadn't been defeated outright, but they had been repelled. They knew the price of taking Earth now. The war wasn't over. We knew they would return, stronger, smarter, ready for our defiance. But we would be ready too. We had learned. We had adapted. We looked up at the stars, no longer with naive wonder, but with grim determination. They had shown us the darkness of the universe, but they had also shown us our own strength. Humanity had faced extinction and stared it down. We had bled, we had mourned, but we had not broken. The fight for tomorrow had just begun.